Hello Superset Maniacs and welcome back to my channel. I have an interesting one for you guys today. Big Ramy Arnold Classic 2020 versus Brandon Curry Arnold Classic 2022. What's interesting is that in 2020 Big Ramy was the favorite entering the Arnold and he got only third behind Bonac and Dexter because even though he dominated with size and shape, at least against Bonac when you talk about shape, he got third because his conditioning was inferior to the other two. Fast forward to 2022, the favorite to win the Arnold was Brandon Curry this time, and even though he was off and Bonac was in a similar shape to 2020, he still won. Brandon took first. This would suggest 2022 Brandon was better than Ramy in 2020, right? Because I repeat, in 2022 William Bonac looked pretty similar to 2020. This is the comparison we're seeing today and we start with the front double. Big Ramy packs way more muscle everywhere, but especially downstairs it isn't even funny. Also Ramy is at least as conditioned as Brandon here in my opinion, but we'll see more about that as we go through all the mandatories. Ramy wins this pose. Front lat spread, and even though Brandon looks very aesthetic in this pose, I wouldn't go against Ramy here, who looks better in this pose than at the Olympia in 2020 or 2021, which he won both. Ramy is even wider than Brandon, he's so much more massive. At the end of the day, bodybuilding is what we're judging, and while shape and symmetry is important indeed, muscle should get most attention, in my opinion, especially in this division. For me, it's Ramy again. In the side chest pose, as far as the upper body is concerned, this could go either way. Ramy dominates the chest and Brandon has the superior guns, but when you look downstairs, it's case closed. Big Ramy nails another pose against Brandon here. Back double biceps, and this is where Brandon should make up for some ground. Those lat insertions give him the win against Ramy's lacking muscle density in the area, but I wanna focus on the conditioning side here. Let's see if we can establish who was in better conditioning. Judging by the details and dryness in the glute area, Brandon may indeed be in better shape. But is the difference as obvious as one getting the win over Bonac and the other one getting third behind both Bonac and Dexter? I'm stressing this as I believe 2020 Arnold Bonac was very similar to 2022 Arnold Bonac. He is our benchmark in this comparison if you want. However, the comparison is not over yet. Maybe Brandon can turn this comparison around from this point on. Back lat spread, and yes, Ramy had an issue with spreading his wings here at the prejudging if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna use this other one which is from the finals, and if you ask me, he beats Brandon fair and square in this pose. The size difference is just too much. Brandon does not even win both back poses in this comparison. Side triceps upper body is Brandon Curry, better triceps and better overall flow, but downstairs he gets destroyed again by Big Ramy. I personally always value the triceps the most in this pose, and since Brandon wins that, and since he also does not look too bad overall, not even downstairs, I would award him this pose. I like his side tri more. The abs and thighs goes to Ramy in spite of Brandon's aesthetics. Ramy has a pretty decent V-taper himself though, better separation through the abs and obviously the superior wheels. The most muscular is tricky as Big Ramy is much bigger, but Brandon has the better arms and shoulders overall. These are two different executions from two completely different built bodybuilders, and this pose could go either way. If this was 2021 Olympia Brandon where he was much fuller, I would go with him, but as they look here side by side, I'm going with Big Ramy again. Big Ramy wins this comparison without any doubt in my opinion. He won 6 poses out of 8. He's bigger, fuller and in similar condition to Brandon. It's true Brandon may be a bit sharper, but it's questionable. Definitely not enough to win this comparison. What does this tell you about the results of these two involved Arnold Classic editions? I think I said enough. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. Also like the video, subscribe, and as always, thank you guys and see you next time.